Government withdraws lockdown relaxation after April 20th. Now this is the big news that we are currently tracking. The government has decided to withdraw relaxation on lockdown after the 20th of April. Well, the Chief Minister, who announced a few relaxations on certain sectors, has now withdrawn the relaxation of lockdown after the 20th of April, and it looks like the lockdown will continue and the situation will be monitored by the Chief Minister, after which he will announce the relaxations again. Now, this is the big news that we are currently tracking. Earlier in the day, Chief Minister B.S. Yediyurappa announced a few relaxations on a few sectors, and now it looks like the government has withdrawn the lockdown relaxation after facing the ire of many ministers and even from the opposition leaders. D.K. Shivkumar had also expressed his ire and said that the Chief Minister's order was against the order of the Prime Minister. And now it looks like the Chief Minister has finally decided to withdraw the lockdown relaxation after April 20th in Karnataka. Well, we have more big news coming in. Two-wheelers will not be allowed to ply after April 20th. Now, this was one of the relaxation announced by the Chief Minister, that two-wheelers will be allowed to ply after the 20th of April without the necessity of any COVID-19 pass. But now it looks like the Chief Minister has finally withdrawn his orders of relaxation given the intensity of the situation in Karnataka. Every day the number of cases are rising in numbers, and the Chief Minister's relaxation on lockdown was not received well by many in his own government and also from the opposition parties. And now it looks like the Chief Minister has finally decided to withdraw his relaxation on lockdown. For more on this, I am being joined in by my colleague Suraj. Suraj, now the Chief Minister had announced a few relaxations in a few sectors. Did you think that the Chief Minister jumped the gun at this point of time?
Well, one factor which we have to consider at this point in time is all of them have voiced the same opinion, that the task force members were the ones who had given them this opinion or this advice that yes, relaxation can be brought in, and relaxation in the form of letting people go out, that is with passes. That is one. Now, probably, if we have to consider what kind of documents were given or what kind of advice was given, we have been speaking to all of the task force members. In particular, we have spoken to the epidemiologist who is there. We have also spoken to a few of the directors of few hospitals. They have also gone ahead and said that yes, relaxation can be done based on the hotspots. Now, that is something which they had advised, because hotspots are places where there are more than 2 to 3 cases, and there are possibilities that the people in the surrounding areas, that is a primary as well as a secondary contact, will turn out to be positive in the coming days. If at all, they don't treat them. So that is what they consider. A definition has been given. Even for that matter, they have released guidelines regarding what a containment zone is, what a buffer zone is. So all of this has been given. Task force has been advising. Probably when they held a meeting today, Chief Minister B.S. Yediyurappa held a meeting with top officials at his official residence, that is Krishna. So at Krishna, when they were discussing, probably they didn't understand few of the details which were mentioned, and they said that the two-wheelers will be allowed to ply on the roads without any pass. Now, there were several questions that News 9 also raised. Now, the questions being, did Karnataka government take into cognizance what the central government had said? One. Second, now, did they jump the gun? Did they take a decision in the haste? Third, if at all two-wheelers take to the streets, there will be over 5 lakh two-wheelers which will be there on the streets, and that could cause a commotion. Already there are people who are taking to the streets, they're walking around even though the lockdown is in place and section 144 is there. People are walking on the streets. Imagine walking compared to how many two-wheelers will be there on the road. This could lead to traffic jam. That will become another problem for the cops already facing so much issue. Over 67,000 vehicles have been seized, and they have already collected fines over 40 lakhs. and they've arrested so many people. They've booked them, close to 5,000 to 6,000 people have been booked. So this being the situation, Chief Minister and his council of ministers as well as his officials, they should have advised him, they should have explained the matter to him before him making such an announcement. Probably he was just repeating or reading out what was given to him earlier, but this is not something which was expected at all. It came as a shocker for everyone. It came as a shocker for the Home Department as well, because it is said that several ministers themselves had gone to the Chief Minister. They had explained to him what kind of problems this would cause. The workforce will be there. They will also go ahead and say that yes, 33% people can be present there. They can go ahead and work at their workplace. But the two-wheelers are the ones which is going to cause a lot of problem. News 9 had highlighted all of these issues. So yes, it has reached the ministers, and the last minute the ministers also spoke to the Chief Minister, and probably the Chief Minister realized the ground reality. He realized what kind of a problem it could be. He realized after the 6 p.m. health bulletin had come out. Now, not to forget that we had spoken about how the numbers can change. We have already seen 38 cases 2 days back. We saw 44 cases yesterday. We saw 25 cases today. Now, just because the morning bulletin said only 12 people have tested positive does not mean that there will not be many more people who will be testing. Not to forget, 11,400 testing kits have been brought in. They have been given to each of the districts. Now, once that is given, 10 districts are in the green zone. Once they start testing all of those people till the reports are obtained, they've already instructed the officials to give at least 100 samples every day till 19th of April. So till those samples are tested, till the results are out, they cannot come out with such a haste decision. Probably this is what has happened here, Deepak, and that is why now they have realized. News 9 has been trying to highlight these issues. We have been trying to break it down for the government to understand what kind of a problem it could be. We had 10 questions about how the people will also face a problem. There is no public transport. At the same time, the cops will be facing a lot of problem, because already there is an order where they're not allowed to resort to lathi charge. They will have to explain to people. But once people don't listen, once there are no passes to keep a check on all of these people, it will be their own rules which will be there. They will start plying on the roads. So all of this had to be considered earlier, but thankfully in just a few hours after making this taking this decision, they have retracted now. So that is a good sign, and probably you could call it a News 9 impact.
Right, Suraj, better late than never, like you said. But if you look at the situation in Kerala, the curve is flattening, but the Kerala government has never thought about relaxing the lockdown orders. And do you think Karnataka was never in a situation to relax these orders, Suraj?
Well, absolutely. One thing which we have to consider, we have asked the same question to the industrialists, we have asked the same question to top CEOs, we have asked the same question to ministers as well. When none of the states have taken a decision of relaxing the lockdown, when a state like Kerala, where the testing rate is considered to be 4th highest in the country, they have not taken a decision. They are the ones who are trying to flatten the curve. The people are responding, they are trying to cooperate, and somewhere, yes, the number of cases have reduced considerably, considering that the first few cases were from Kerala. So all of this kept in mind, somewhere Karnataka, yes, with respect to lockdown, they were the first ones. They took a decision that yes, complete lockdown has to be done, and that
ವೈಯಕ್ತಿಕವಾಗಿ ನಾನು ಆ ಸಭೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇವತ್ತು ಇರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಆದ್ರೂ ಜನರು ಮತ್ತು ಮಾನ್ಯ ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳು ನಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಚರ್ಚೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಈ ನಿರ್ಣಯವನ್ನ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸಂತೋಷ. ಇದರಿಂದ ನಿಜವಾಗಿಯೂ ಕೂಡ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕಕ್ಕೆ ಒಳ್ಳೇದಾಗ್ತದೆ.
ಬಹುಶಃ ಈ ತರದೊಂದು ನಿರ್ಧಾರ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಂಡ್ಮೇಲೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಶಾಕ್ ಆಯ್ತು, ನಿಮ್ಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಆ ಮಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಶಾಕ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಕೆ ಸುಧಾಕರ್ ಅವರೇ, ಪಕ್ಕ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ.
ಇವತ್ತೆಲ್ಲ ಒಳ್ಳೇದಾಗಿದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ?
ಬಟ್ ಇಂಥದ್ದೊಂದು ನಿರ್ಧಾರಕ್ಕೆ ಬರಕ್ಕೆ ಏನ್ ಕಾರಣ ಆಗಿತ್ತು ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಕೆ ಸುಧಾಕರ್ ಅವರೇ? ನಮಗೂ ಕೂಡ ನಿರೀಕ್ಷಣೆ ಮಾಡಿರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ಈ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ವಿನಾಯಿತಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ.
ಇಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಗವರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಅದು ಗೈಡ್ ಲೈನ್ಸ್ ಇತ್ತು. ಆ ನಿಟ್ಟಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲವ್ರಿಗೆ ತೊಂದರೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅನ್ನೋಂತ ಇವತ್ತು ಏನು ನಿರ್ಣಯ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ರು. ಅದರಿಂದ ಇವತ್ತು ಕೋವಿಡ್ ನಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಹೆಚ್ಚಾಗ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಆತಂಕ ಆಗಿ ಇದನ್ನ ಬಹಳ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಗರ್ಡ್ ಆಗಿ ನಾವು ಬಹಳ ನಿಧಾನಗತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಇದನ್ನ ರಿಲೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ತೀರ್ಮಾನಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀವಿ.
ಬಟ್ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸಿಂಗ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಇಲ್ವಲ್ಲ, ದಿನ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ದಿನ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿಗೆನೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ.
ಇಲ್ಲ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್. ಮುಂಚೆ ನೋಡಿ ನಾವು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದು ಕೇವಲ 300 ಇಂದ 400 ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಒಂದ್ ದಿವಸಕ್ಕೆ. ಇವತ್ತು ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ನಿನ್ನೆ 2180 ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಇವತ್ತು ಎಷ್ಟು ಬಂದಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕೇವಲ 18 ರಿಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು
ನಿನ್ನೆಯಿಂದ.
ಟೋಟಲ್ ಆಗಿ
ನಿನ್ನೆ ಸಂಜೆಯಿಂದ ಇವತ್ತು ಸಂಜೆ ತನಕ 25 ಅಂತ.
ನಿನ್ನೆ ಸಂಜೆಯಿಂದ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ 25
ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡಿಂಗ್ ಒನ್ ಡೆತ್.
ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಇವತ್ತು ಆ ಪ್ರಮಾಣ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಇಡೀ ದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ ಕೇರಳ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಆತಂಕ ಏನು ಇಲ್ಲ ನಮ್ಗೆ. ಇವತ್ತು ಕೂಡ ಕೇರಳ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನಾವೇ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೀವಿ, 2ನೇ ಸ್ಥಾನದಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೀವಿ. 44.15% ಅಂದ್ರೆ 44 ಜನರಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಒಬ್ಬ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಕೇರಳದಲ್ಲಿ 43 ಜನ ನಾವು ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಒಬ್ಬರು ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದೇ ಮಹಾರಾಷ್ಟ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ಡೆಲ್ಲಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇವಲ 11 ಜನ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ.
ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಲಕ್ಷಣ ಹೊಂದಿದವರು ಅಂತ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ
ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಮಾಣ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿದೆ ಅಂತ, ಸರಾಸರಿ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿದೆ. ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇದೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಟಿ ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಡ್ ಇನ್ನೂ ಕೂಡ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ನೋದು ನಾನು ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಹೊರಟಿದ್ದೆ.
ಬಟ್ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ವಿಚಾರ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಕೆ ಸುಧಾಕರ್ ಅವರು, ಈಗ ಆರಂಭಿಕ ಹಂತದಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಮೊದಲಿಗೆ ಲಾಕ್ಡೌನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ನಿರ್ಧಾರಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂತಲ್ಲ ಕೇಂದ್ರಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಫಸ್ಟ್, ಆಗ ನೀವು ಕೊಟ್ಟಂತ ಸಲಹೆ ಸೂಚನೆಗಳು ಕೂಡ ಅತಿ ಮುಖ್ಯ ಆಗಿತ್ತು. ಆರೋಗ್ಯ ಸಚಿವರು ಕೊಟ್ಟಂತ ಸಲಹೆ ಸೂಚನೆ ಅತಿ ಮುಖ್ಯ ಆಗಿತ್ತು ಅನ್ನೋ ನಾವು ನೋಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಬಟ್ ಇವತ್ತು ಇಂಥದ್ದೊಂದು ರಿಲೀಸ್ ಮಾಡುವಂತ ಟೈಮ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ಈ ಲಾಕ್ಡೌನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಹಂತವಾಗಿ ಲಿಫ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಟೈಮ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವೇ ಆ ಸಭೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಹೇಗೆ ಇಂಥ ನಿರ್ಧಾರಕ್ಕೆ ಬರಲಾಯ್ತು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅದು ಯಾವ ಮಾನದಂಡದ ಮೇಲೆ ಬಂದ್ರು ಅಂತ?
ಇಲ್ಲ, ಇವತ್ತು ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಸಭೆಗಳು ನನಗೆ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ರಿಂದ ನಮ್ಮ ಗೃಹ ಸಚಿವರು, ಕಂದಾಯ ಸಚಿವರು, ಮಾನ್ಯ ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳು, ಉನ್ನತ ಮಟ್ಟದ ಅಧಿಕಾರಿಗಳು ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ ಇದ್ರು. ಮತ್ತೆ ನಾನು ಹಂಗೆ 4 ಗಂಟೆಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಮಾನ್ಯ ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳ ಜೊತೆ ಮಾತನಾಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಸಂಜೆ ಇವತ್ತೆಲ್ಲ ಕೂಡ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ತೀರ್ಮಾನ ಆಗಿದೆ.
ಯಾಕಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವಾಗ ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳು ಈ ತರದೊಂದು ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಪಾಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ, ಅಷ್ಟೊತ್ತಿಗೆ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ವೆಹಿಕಲ್ಗಳು ಓಡಾಡಕ್ ಶುರು ಆಗಿದ್ವು. ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಕೆ ಸುಧಾಕರ್, ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನ ಗಮನಿಸಿದ್ವಿ ಕೆಲವೊಂದಷ್ಟು ಏರಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ. ಆ ಮಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಜನ ಇದನ್ನ ರಿಲೀಫ್ ಆಗಿ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ರು. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ
ನಿಜ, ಲೆಟ್ us all hope and pray Karnataka will do best ಮತ್ತು will contain this virus. By next month I think ನಾವು ಈ ಮಂತ್ ಎಂಡಲ್ಲೇನೆ ಈ ಕರ್ವನ್ನ ಫ್ಲಾಟನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತ 100ಕ್ಕೆ 100 ನನಗೆ ನಂಬಿಕೆ ಇದೆ.
ಸುಧಾಕರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಒಂದಂತೂ ಸ್ಪಷ್ಟ, ನಾಡಿದ್ದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮುಂದಿನ ತಿಂಗಳು 3ನೇ ತಾರೀಕಿನ ತನಕ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತನಕ ಯಾವುದು ಲಾಕ್ಡೌನ್ ನಿಯಮಾವಳಿಗಳಿತ್ತು ಅದು ಯಥಾವತ್ತಾಗಿ ಮುಂದುವರಿಯುತ್ತೆ, ಅನ್ಲೆಸ್ ನಾಡ್ದು ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತ ಗೈಡ್ಲೈನ್ಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಅವಲಂಬಿತ ಆಗಿದೆ.
ನಿಜ ನಿಜ
ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಸೊ ಯಾವುದೇ ತರ ಪಾಸ್ ಇದ್ದವ್ರು ಮಾತ್ರ ಓಡಾಡೋಕೆ, ಅಗತ್ಯ ಸೇವೆಗೆ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಳ್ಳೋರು ಮಾತ್ರ ಓಡಾಡೋಕೆ, ಅದನ್ನ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಯಾರೇ ಹೋದ್ರು ಪೊಲೀಸರು ಅವ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಕ್ರಮ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಳ್ಬಹುದು. ವೆಹಿಕಲ್ ನ ಸೀಸ್ ಮಾಡೋ ತನಕನೂ ಕೂಡ ಆಕ್ಷನ್ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಳ್ಬಹುದು.
ಖಂಡಿತ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.
Okay. Thank you, Dr.
Well, that was Medical Education Minister Dr. K. Sudhakar saying that he wasn't present during the meeting but has welcomed Chief Minister's decision of withdrawing the relaxation issued on the lockdown. And he feels that Karnataka is doing better than most of the states, where he claims that after testing 44 people, only one is emerging positive, and whereas in Kerala 43 people are being tested, out of which one person is being tested positive. And Dr. K. Sudhakar also exhumed confidence that Karnataka would be successful in flattening the curve by the end of this month. Chief Minister earlier in the day had announced a few relaxations on certain sectors and said that after the 20th of April, construction activities could take place and could resume, provided that the workers be given an accommodation, and also said that the IT/BT companies can also resume their operations with just 33% workforce, provided that the company provides the transportation facilities and also takes precautions in the company premises, such as maintaining social distancing, screening the employees who arrive for work for their temperature, and also said that vehicles can ply after the 20th of April without the necessity of any COVID-19 pass. And now with the rising number of cases in Karnataka, day before yesterday we saw close to 38 cases, and yesterday we saw 44 cases, and today we saw 25 new cases. The Chief Minister has taken cognizance of the situation and has withdrawn the relaxation that he had announced a few hours back. This move of the Chief Minister is certainly welcomed by many ministers and many other opposition leaders who had expressed their ire against the Chief Minister's decision. Now coming back to my colleague Suraj, who joins us live from the newsroom. Suraj, now in the existing situation, you could see that many people are coming out and flouting the lockdown norms. And do you think the situation could go out of hand if the Chief Minister relaxes the lockdown orders in Karnataka, Suraj?
Well, absolutely, Deepak. On one hand, with respect to the relaxation point of view, probably yes, people start, violating all of the, norms which are already there, because we have already seen how people are restless at this point in time. Few of them are not understanding the gravity of the situation as well. They are not understanding what the government is looking at, what we as citizens have to look at. So probably yes, at this point in time, if at all it was relaxed, many of them, because just as Chief Minister B.S. Yediyurappa announced that the two-wheelers will be allowed, most of them took their two-wheelers onto the streets and they started riding. This could also lead to people misusing the kind of relaxation that the government would have brought in. So that is why at this point in time, we had raised even several key issues regarding how people have started to, take to the streets just minutes after Chief Minister B.S. Yediyurappa's announcement. So that also became an issue after they saw the visuals which we started playing. Probably they understood the ground reality just minutes after them announcing if this is the number which they will be seeing. One can imagine how it would have been 24 hours after the announcement. So if that was the case, one more thing which was announced: Bengaluru rural, Bengaluru urban and Ramnagara will be consolidated into one district for the COVID-19 period. So if that is the case, imagine the the inflow and the outflow of people. There are possibilities that the inter-district, where people will start flying all the way from rural areas as well as from Ramnagar district, they will start coming to Bengaluru, or people from Bengaluru going all the way to Ramnagar. And this could also lead to change in the count, because the government of Karnataka, the health department, they are keeping a close watch on how many people are present in a particular area, which is the containment zone, and whom they have to go ahead and test. If there are possibilities that people start flying, and if they start traveling to other districts, this could lead to another problem altogether. So that is why a good decision taken here, two-wheelers not being allowed onto the streets, and no new passes will be issued. That is another great move, because there is a separate permission that is given to the farmers, the transportation department as well, agricultural produce which are there, that will be brought in through the green pass, which will be given only to the farmers and the ones who will be bringing the produce here. But on the other hand, with respect to normal people taking to the streets, now it will be completely banned. Only those with passes which have been issued earlier, only they will be allowed to travel, and that is a good decision at this point in time, Deepak.
Also, Suraj, just a few minutes back, Dr. K. Sudhakar said that Karnataka would be successful in flattening the curve by the end of this month. Do you think Karnataka is well equipped for the medical education minister to make such a statement?
Well, with respect to being equipped, they have been stating that the ventilators are present. They have already procured new ventilators as well. PPE kits have arrived because on April 15th or 16th, they had already said that the PPE kits have arrived. Apart from that, the testing kits, because antibody testing kits is something which they were had to procure. So from what the center had procured, they have distributed equally to all the states based on the requirement. So Karnataka has also got its share of the testing kits. Close to 11,400 testing kits have been procured at this point in time. They have been sent to Nimans. So in Nimans, the experts will be there. They will be testing out the kits. They will be seeing if proper results are being obtained with these kits. if that being the situation, they will send it to those districts where they need the testing kits at this point in time. They will need the antibody kits, and apart from that, the confirmatory tests will be done in designated labs. You know, the RT-PCR test is something which will be a confirmatory test. Antibody test will be a preliminary test to check whether they actually have COVID-19 or not. There are possibilities of false negatives. That is another issue. That is why they will have to bring it back to RT-PCR method itself. But apart from that, yes, probably with respect to the testing kits, we have got enough. We have also asked for an additional 1 lakh testing kits at this point in time. So that needs to be brought in. That needs to be distributed equally to the districts as well. So we can only hope that in the coming days, the numbers, even if it starts rising, that does not mean that we should be scared. People need not be scared if the numbers are rising. They should take it in a positive manner that more people are being tested, and that shows that they are identifying the right number of people to contain the virus. If more people show the symptoms or more people test positive, that shows that the testing is happening in a rapid manner, and that is what is being advised by the task force members as well. Rapid testing is something which they will have to take up. Random sampling is something which they'll have to take up. Random sampling will depend on the availability of the testing kit. But apart from that, random tests will have to be done. Now that they have begun random testing in the green zones, that is the 10 districts which they have identified, they will be testing them in those 10 districts for now. So once those reports are obtained, if actually no one tests positive or very few people test positive in these 10 districts, then they will remain in the green zone. Relaxation will take place in those districts. But in the other districts where we have already seen close to 10 cases, or we have seen over 50 cases, then they will have to start containing their entire area. They will have to form clusters, and containment strategy methods will have to be implemented in those areas, and secondary contacts will have to be tested at the earliest, Deepak.